everybody, it's Tracy Pasa. I am here today with the lovely, beautiful, talented Miss Shamika Cotton, who plays Farrah on Star's hit show, P-Valley. I'm so excited to bring you here today on behalf of the Ohio Media School, so we're going to get right into it. Shamika, how are you today? You look amazing.
And I am doing great. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that everybody's out here. It's just so great to be home.
So talk to us about, first of all, talk about your start. We know you're from Ohio, you left. So start us from the beginning and then take us up to today.
So I was born in Cleveland but raised in Cincinnati. But my dad was here, my grandma, my aunties, my cousins. So I spent a lot of time going back and forth between Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Now tell us, we know you've had this acting bug for quite a while. Prior to P-Valley, what were you doing?
Before P-Valley, I was doing a lot of work and a lot of shows. I do television, I also do theater, I also do film. Most recently, I was on The Equalizer with Queen Latifah. It was great working with Queen. But my first big break role was from The Wire, where I played Raylene Lee, Michael's mother. And that was a great show to be a part of. I have a tendency to be a part of really great shows, and I'm so grateful for that, right? The Wire, P-Valley. And of course, I've done all of the Law and Orders, except for the newest one. And I've done Off-Broadway, worked with Woody Harrelson, I've worked with Whoopi Goldberg. Just had a really, really great journey, yeah.
And we've enjoyed following you on that journey. Now tell us, getting to P-Valley, was it tough? I mean, that is some amazing talent, yourself included. How was it to that journey to get the role of Farrah? How was it?
Well, first of all, it was so interesting because I was a fan of the first season. I really loved the stories, but I was just like, oh no, I didn't see a place for me. And so when I got the opportunity to audition for the second season and I saw the character Farrah, I was like, yay! Because I can't, y'all saw in the episode, I can't do those dances. I can't dance on the pole. I'm the awkward black girl. I cannot twerk, okay? So I was so refreshed to see that Farrah was coming in, and just, of course, Katori sees all of us and creates a way for all black women to be seen. So I was so grateful.
So tell us, what is the big contrast between Farrah and Shamika? And what a lot of people don't know, Shamika actually has a degree in engineering.
Absolutely.
A degree in
Central State University.
The Central State University. So talk to us about what's the correlation, the difference, and the similarities between Shamika and Farrah.
Okay, well, Farrah's married. I'm not, okay? But no, you know, I think what I find in common with Farrah is her drive and desire to connect. She's missing that connection in her marriage right now, I think. And also she's missing feeling seen and feeling appreciated and being able to find her voice in a new way. I think sometimes, you know, we could be going along with life and things seems great, but sometimes things change and you somehow lose your voice, right? You start to lose your power. And so I definitely have found a new sense of power with Farrah. I mean, this is my first time doing on-camera intimacy scenes. So I found a sense of power in being free and telling the story. So I'm kind of riding Farrah's wave and sharing my power with her and also finding power through her. Farrah is brilliant. She's a brilliant businesswoman, I think. I mean, she brought out those contracts, so she knows what needs to be done. And she's an artist, right? So I have those things in common with Farrah.
Now, we're talking about the intimacy, and intimacy definitely was in the show. You have an amazing body. How was it to play an intimate role with nudity? How was that for you? How did you mentally prepare for that?
Right. So this is not my first nudity, you know, rodeo. Right before the pandemic, I did a really amazing show called Still Asking For It. And in that show, we were naked from the waist down, telling jokes, doing stand-up comedy. And it was everyone, no matter how you identified gender identity, everyone was naked from the waist down because it begged the question of how we treat rape culture, right? So a lot of times in our culture, we put the onus of preventing rape on the victim when really, if there's no rapist, there is no rape. So we did this show naked from the waist down saying that at the end of the night, we're still here, right? And so it was just a really great show. So that wasn't my first time doing that, but actually being on camera and having the intimacy scenes, it was very It was wonderful. We all held hands and just took time. We have an amazing intimacy coordinator, Zuri, and she's also a soror. Hey, Zuri. And but she made sure that we were really taken care of, but also creating a space where we can be safe and just setting our intention to make sacred art. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately that's what we're doing. We're creating art, and art is a wonderful vehicle for conversations from that art. And so we get to tell these really juicy stories that really draw people in and make them go deeper. We invite you to go deeper. So yeah.
I love it. Now, lastly, because we are reporting on behalf of the Ohio Media School, what are some encouraging words you want to tell to students who are trying to go where you currently are? Whether they want to do interviews, whether they want to be an actress, what are some things that you look for or that you enjoy doing when you do interviews as well as when you're going out for roles? What are some key components they need to know in trying to be in this industry?
I want you to know that we want to hear from you. Which camera we on? Hey, y'all. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your perspectives, how you see the world, and we want to see it through your art, through your interviews. So I would say know that you are wanted. Know that there is a space for you that is just beckoning you to come out and do what you have been put here to do. And then also what I want to say is now it's just a really, really wonderful time. We have social media. You can make stuff with just your cell phone. If you love telling stories, if you love having conversations, now is the time to do it. And find your communities, find your audience, because the fact that you have a desire to do it, that means that your audience is waiting for you. Somebody is waiting for you to start that conversation, whether it be through your art, whether it be through an interview, whether it be through writing. Somebody is waiting for you. So just follow whatever desire that that's pulling at your heart. Go for it, and don't just think about it. Actually take the steps to do it, and don't try to get it perfect. Just say, okay, this is what I have a desire to do. Take a moment, go within. What is the next right step? And then go. Don't wait for it to be perfect. Yeah.
That was some excellent advice. I hope everybody took heed to that. And, again, we want everybody to tune into Stars P-Valley because it's so important to give back. A lot of times you got celebrities that don't come back home and give back. Shamika is here. She's hanging out. She's in the city. We're having a good time. So tune in to P-Valley. Tell them how they can follow you.
Oh, I am on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles on Instagram. And then on Twitter, I'm Shamika Cotton. So you guys can find me there. And I have a website, shamikacotton.com. But if you follow me on Instagram, Shamika Chronicles, you'll have all of the content you need.
All right, this is us tuning out at Ohio Media School.
First, just thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank y'all for just being fans of P-Valley. So here's the deal. I was born in Cleveland, and then I was raised in Cincinnati. But since my dad and my grandma and my cousins, my aunties were here, I spent a lot of time going back and forth between Cincinnati and Cleveland. But when I was a kid, I used to come to my grandma's house, and every time we had to leave, I would just cry. So this is such a very special moment to be here where I was born, and for this role to be happening right now and to share it with you all. And yeah, Tracy said, to blast it out, to support me, but I think what I am really excited about is how we show up for each other right here, right? And how emails and stuff, to see how we can continue to support each other, and also for all the artists and everyone out there, the conversations that this show is bringing up. That is also very special to me. We are people that have multifaceted perspectives. And one thing about P-Valley is that it allows people to be seen who may not have been seen before. And we know that once everybody is free, we are all free. And so that's what's so great about this time, about what P-Valley is. We are about to go down in the valley where the girls get. So thank y'all. Enjoy.